Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. Sometimes we begin to lump everybody together. You know, we like, well, they ain't no better than us, and he ain't no bigger than me, and we just put everybody in the same pool. And that's not even true in our natural state. But then sometimes we just throw God in with them too, the man upstairs, okay. If you call him the man upstairs, kind of check your relationship, because you don't want nobody referring to you all the time about that woman down the street, that man with the blue car. Everybody wants to be called by their name and recognized for their ability and their talent. So, God is. And what is God? He is. And let's find out. We're going to talk about the omni of God. Three things that God is. Okay? I'm going to be calling out some scriptures today. I'm not going to read them, but I will call out a few scriptures. So you might want to grab your paper and pencil. So I'll give you a few seconds to go get that. I know it's been a while since I asked you to write anything down, but today I'm going to call out a few scriptures, and I want you to write them down so that later on you can go back and look, so you can realize who God really is. And he's just not man upstairs, and he's not a wooden God, and he's not a God of stone, but he is God. And we're going to talk about the omni of God. Omni means all, okay? God is all. And God is all powerful. He's all knowing. And God is everywhere. So the first one we're going to talk about is God being omnipotent. And that means he's in total control. He can do whatever he wants to do because he's in control. Sometimes we think we're in control and we think we can do whatever we want to do. But in actuality, we can't. But God can do whatever he wants to do. Nobody can tell him when to do it, how to do it, or where to do it, because he's in control. But there are some things that God can't do. You say, well, you can say God can do everything. Yeah, and he can, but he cannot lie. God cannot fail, and God cannot do evil. That's all part of him being able to be in control. So, remember, God is omnipotent because he's in control of everything in heaven, in earth, and underneath the earth. He is just in control. And that's what we live by, knowing that God is in control. Knowing that he is in control, change the situation whenever he feels like it, bring forth deliverance whenever he feels like it. He can do those things because he is in control. All right, let's move on now to the omnipresence of God. God is everywhere. He's everywhere. As they say, you can run but you can't hide, because he's everywhere. He knows where you are at all times. When we think nobody sees us, see, it's not about your neighbor seeing you, your friends seeing you, your family seeing you, but it's about God seeing you. So, that's why you always have to have integrity regardless, because God is looking. God is looking. Yeah. People, oh, I don't want nobody to see me, going here. I don't want nobody to see me going there. Ooh, did so-and-so see me? I wonder if so-and-so saw me the other day when I did that. But so-and-so can't do nothing about you going where you went. But God may judge you for what you did and, you was there. Think about that. So let's stop worrying about, who sees us on a natural level and know that God sees us. And that's going to be the end result of what you done when you done it, because he was there, okay? And we know with that, we can go to Psalms 139 and verse 7 and even back it up. One of Jesus' names is Emmanuel, which means God is with us. Matthew 1 and 23. So, the omnipresence of God. God is everywhere. There is no escaping, because he's everywhere. So, no hiding, because he's everywhere. Let's move on to the last omni of God, and that would be the omniscience. God sees and knows all things. Wisdom. Then we can't be smarter than God. You can outsmart some people, out really try to out-con some people, but God has all wisdom. He has all the wisdom that there is. So he's omniscient. Okay? He knows the very hairs on your head there. You don't even know how many strands of hair you got on your head. You don't know how many come out. You don't know how many grow in. But God knows everything. Everything. He knows you. He knew you and I before we was even formed in our mother's womb. That's how deep God is. So remember, God is all powerful. He's all knowing, and he is everywhere. You can't get around him. You just can't get around him. So know that you just can't lump him in the pool with everybody else, because God is in a omni state at all times.